Hello folks, welcome to Legacy IAS. In today's video, we will be discussing a very important current affair that is very importantly happening in the country right now. That is your pollution severity in your national capital territory. Okay, we'll get into the video. Okay, first we'll take the institutions as to what are they telling regarding the air pollution in Delhi. Your World Health Organization has held that of the 20 most polluted cities in the world, top 14 are your Indian cities. Now, which Indian cities are they specifically talking about? For example, first thing, your Delhi, okay, next Varanasi, Kanpur, okay. Now, these cities top the list in both India as well as your international list. Understanding? All these three cities are mentioned in international as well as national rankings as to these are some of the most polluted cities that are present. Okay. Another thing, your Environmental Performance Index, which is released by your World Economic Forum, has ranked India 178 out of 180 countries. That is a very severe condition. Okay. Not just that, look at this, our Central Pollution Control Board also has placed the same report, okay, that your cities such as Delhi, Kanpur, Varanasi, Haryana, okay, and more specifically all of this being in the very neck or throttle of the region is suffocating the entire region. Understanding? Now, further ahead in the video, we will see what are the reasons, okay, whether is it entirely man-made, that is anthropogenic, or is it natural, okay. Another thing we will be discussing is what are the remedial measures immediately which are being taken, and what are the measures for the long run, okay, and what is the solution in the long term, okay. Next. See, one of the things that is presently, okay, that is 2024, now presently what is happening is, okay, your AQI, that is Air Quality Index of Delhi is so severe that it is about to hit or reach the 500 mark target. Okay, according to Air Quality Index, the higher the mark, the severe the pollution. Okay, higher the mark, severe the pollution. Fine. Now, of all the cities of all the years, okay, your Delhi has been set out to hit out the record of 500. If it crosses the point of 500, it is now, as like the media are stating, it is severely choking. Okay, this leads to choking of Delhi and its people. Understanding? Now, whenever we see, okay, severe pollution happening, time and again, majority period of time, it happens in winter season. Okay, this is not something that only this year it has been happening. From the beginning, okay, the severity of pollution is increased in your winter season. There are multiple reasons for that we will be discussing. Okay, another thing is the severity of the situation we keep mentioning is because lot of lives are lost, okay, in India due to multiple things. For example, suicides. Okay, now when I am mentioning this list, it's based on the largest number of deaths occurring in India. Okay, the reason it's traffic violations. Okay, death due to traffics. Now, when I say traffics, it means road accidents. Okay, do not assume it's because only traffic. I'm just meaning road accidents. Okay, India scaling, I'm telling. And then is your suicide. Okay, fifth on the list, okay, is your air pollution. Fifth on the list is your air pollution, which means countless lives are lost due to air pollution. Okay, this air pollution is leading to two Very important things. In the worst cases, yes, it is leading to death, but in other cases, okay, it is leading to asthma, okay, severe dryness in eyes, okay. Now when I am mentioning severe dryness in eyes, one of the immediate instant measure that the Delhi government has imposed is avoid wearing contacts or your contact lenses. Try wearing a bigger specs which covers the eye region. Try using, okay, your eye drops. Why? Because that much of severity of eye dryness it is causing, okay. And then bronchitis, and then one more main thing is chronic throat issues have also been developed, okay, and especially in older people and infants as well as children. Severe breathing difficulty. Now when we mention asthma, it is for people who are already having that, they are having a even more increased. For people, the issue that has now been pointed out is for people who are not diagnosed with asthma are also getting severe breathing issues, okay, which is making it very difficult for them to live there, which is why it is dubbed as, okay, the pollution is choking the city. Understanding? The next, like we discussed, what are the causes for this much of severity in Delhi? Is it entirely anthropogenic or what we call as man-made? Okay. Now, if you see the conditions, okay, for pollutions, the situations are there both because of natural and man-made, but in the recent past years, it is more accelerated because of anthropogenic reasons, or that is man-made interference. Okay. Now, what are the natural aspects? First thing is northwesterly winds, okay. See, when your winds start coming, okay, like from your Rajasthan, Pakistan, Afghanistan, when the winds, northwesterly winds are moving towards Delhi, okay, they also bring sufficient amount of dust from the dust storms, okay. They are bringing that, okay, assume it like this. This is our zone of discussion, Delhi. The winds are coming this way, yeah, from your western region, northwestern region. They are picking up all the dust from the dust storms, they are coming over Delhi, and when they come here, okay, they settle down here. Issue is, previous slide we discussed, in winter this pollution increases, the severity increases, but the same is not told in summer. Why? Because in summer, okay, first thing is your wind speed is also high, okay, your wind speed is high that it moves it away, whereas in your winter, wind speed is lower, okay, it tries to settle. Why it is trying to settle? It could disperse, right, but there are geographical issues where the north side, okay, that is where your mountains are present, your Himalayas are blocking the passage on that side. So what happens? The wind with the dust storms has to settle in. Another issue is it is a landlocked area. Understanding? Because it being a landlocked area, okay, the winds which are coming from this side are not able to settle down, are not able to rise up. At the same point of time, it is not able to get dissipated also. So what it happens? It settles down. That is the reason why in winter the severity is higher. Understanding? To aid to this, we have your anthropogenic aspects which are contributing to increased number. What is it? First and foremost, industrial area. The surrounding areas, Delhi, NCR, Gurgaon, all these areas we see, they are core zones of industrial areas which release sulfur dioxide and nitrous dioxide. Okay. Another thing is severe automobile pollution. Fine. In the recent years, the study has pointed out that your personal vehicles or your light motor vehicles, okay, the percentage has very drastically increased. Okay, so much so that the survey says that earlier, now when we say earlier, somewhere take it in the 1970s period. Compared to the 1970s period to the 2024 period, per house is somewhere having around 4 vehicles. Understanding? And to aid to this, public transport also has come down. I mean the number of public transport has also come down. When I say public transport has come down, with the increasing population, okay, the equivalent amount of public transport has not been increased. Okay, people are preferring to use their, again with the amount of increasing of your vehicles, okay, why do you think they will go opt for public transportation? So on that front, with the amount of population that has grown, the public transport has not accelerated on the same pace. Understanding? Another thing is your construction activities. Now your Delhi is one of the, okay, tier 1 cities. Whenever you say tier 1 cities, constant urbanization is always happening. When constant urbanization is always happening, now for example, just to scale it, let's say if 1400 square kilometers area is there of Delhi, somewhere 1200 is only your urban, which means constant urbanization, constant growth, constant expanding is happening, which is leading to increased construction activities. Okay, another thing is your stubble burning in your Haryana, Punjab regions is adding and aiding, okay, to increased, okay, pollution. Now what is, I told you the severity has increased. Okay, natural we can't do anything as of now, but anthropogenic we can do something. So just on this discussion, presently in this severity of situation, what do you think the government can do on these fronts? Okay, further we'll discuss all the organizations etc, but just because we are on the topic, industrial chimney waste, sulfur dioxide, nitrous dioxide and all, okay, they've stopped, or presently they've halted, okay, the dispersal of wastes. Okay, another thing is they have tried to stop, okay, they have tried to stop the movement of light motor vehicles, meaning if it is not BS6, okay, they are trying to put restrictions on that. If it is diesel operated, they are trying to operate restrictions on that. One main thing is, for example, your trucks, okay, movement of trucks has been halted. Okay, now when you can tell, completely they can ban all the vehicles, right? No, you cannot do that when it comes to a very important national capital territory. Why? Because the trucks they can't ban, they are the ones who are majorly polluting with respect to automobile pollution in that particular area. They have regulated the trucks based on what? The trucks which are carrying essential commodities. Okay, the trucks which are carrying essential commodities, goods, medicines, okay, they are permitted to cross by, that is use. Whereas the trucks which are meant, okay, or which are carrying non-essential goods, okay, those have not been permitted. This is the regulation they are trying to do. Another thing is with respect to construction activity, they have been trying, that is the government at present in a severity situation is trying to halt the construction activities. Understanding? Now again here also it is regulating. Something which is not of very urgent need is now put on pause. Understanding? This urgent need is not defined yet. Okay. Another thing is stubble burning. Okay. Stubble burning is a constant issue with respect to your Haryana, Punjab region, etc. To overcome this, they came up with this happy cedar mechanism. Okay. They've come up with happy cedar mechanism, which is the one that will be, okay, which is completely mechanized, okay, which will sow the seeds and also remove the stubble from the ground, where people don't have to burn the stubble or aid to the pollution. Understanding? So this is one of the changes that they are trying to do. What is it? Mechanization of agriculture. Okay, mechanization of agriculture is carried out so that stubble burning is not conducted. Clear up until here? Any doubts? We'll move ahead. Government, okay, and your nation, that is when I say nation, the national government as well as the state government, both are trying to pitch in to form a solution which is more addressable and achievable. Okay, when both of these people are trying to address the issues, they are trying to do achievable targets. Okay, one more thing is the establishment of Commission for Air Quality Management. Okay, this has been, okay, this is a statutory body. This is a statutory body, okay, which was commissioned in 2021, and this replaced your previously existing Environmental Pollution Authority. Okay, this previously was running for almost 22 years. Okay, the 22 years body, that is Environmental Pollution Prevention Authority, this was set up based on your recommendation of Supreme Court. Okay, now when your Commission for Air Quality Management Index replaced this, okay, then they have to make sure, okay, it should not just be a change of name, there should be some major agenda in bringing this. One thing is, this Commission for Air Quality Management created one very important need of the hour situation was with respect to Delhi. Okay, now Delhi has special status. Okay, it is a union territory with state legislature. Its mention is there in your article 239AA. Yes, which means it also has unique set of challenges. Okay, now this unique set of challenges, one main thing is multiple authorities. Okay, the issue that Delhi faces is multiple authorities, and the same thing was also visible when it came to your pollution control. When your, okay, CAQM replaced EPCA, okay, it brought in one major change where all these multiple authorities were made as consulting stakeholders, okay, and it went to address the pollution as a single body with the multiple authorities as the stakeholders which are recommending. So all the authorities became a recommendatory body with this particular body, that is the CAQM, became one single body to address the pollution. Okay, this is a very good step in addressing one of the major challenges. Okay, which is rather a unique set of challenges that Delhi faces because of its special status. Fine, we'll move ahead. Now, if you see over the years, right, whenever we said pollution, yes, one of the main things about pollution is, okay, what are the contributors which are increasing the pollution is PM 2.5, PM 10, okay, nitrous oxide, sulfur dioxide, a lot of things will come in. Now, when we say PM 2.5, PM 10, all these are nothing but your particulate matters. Okay, wherein, see, few of this will end up causing acid rains, okay, few of them cause acid vapors, okay, but one of the major thing about your PM 2.5, PM 10, etc. is they are denser and they start settling. They are so denser that they start settling, okay, and create the, okay, pollution severity as it is, which is aiding to the already distressed. Now, when we are speaking about this, see, environment, we would have come across something called as lichens. Okay, they'll be present in places where, okay, it is more cleaner. Yes, one of the debates that is right now happening, okay, they pointed out we do not see this anywhere in Delhi. Okay, the reason because of their telling is the pollution has increased so much that it is starting to affect the natural flora fauna. Understanding? If you look at this slide, over the years, see the severity, see the redness that has been increasing, okay, from your 2000 to your 2020. This particular region has gone into dark red, which means dark severity, which means in need of attention, okay. Excuse me. Now look at this, this is the areas in your Delhi, all of which, okay, are, okay, your AQIs, air quality index, which are in dark red. Now whenever you see these regions, okay, all of this with the exception of these things, but otherwise also they are in unhealthy stage, but these are very unhealthy. Understanding? So surrounding areas of your Delhi and within your Delhi are also in very severe stages. We discussed about your CAQM or Commission for Air Quality Management. Now we have graded response action plan. Okay. Now we have the quality of pollution as poor, very poor, severe and very severe. When it hits this, okay, when your air pollution hits this category, then immediately, okay, there are certain set of actions, certain set of things that you have to implement, okay. That is your revised graded response action plan, okay. One of the issue that started was, okay, once it entered very poor stage and it entered into the severe stage, only 3 days were there to activate this protocol of severe stage, and it was not done before. Understanding? So this protocol comes into picture when the quality enters into severe and very severe stage. Now, like we discussed, it is an emergency, okay. Whenever air quality moves from poor to very poor, okay, in the previous case we discussed severe to very severe, right. Whatever, understanding, whatever suggestions, okay, will earlier be made before it enters into this category, okay, that time it becomes suggestions. But once it enters this category, it becomes a mandate. Understanding? Now, what are the usual or in this graded action response plan itself, what are the things that they will first thing try to do is, they try to water down or sprinkle water, or they create water, or the issue was, okay, they try to create water towers, centralized water towers. Now one other country internationally that is also having pollution issue, okay, and how they try to deal with it was your China. Okay, China also in many of its cities had huge amount of pollution. The way they try to decode it was using centralized towers, okay, which will constantly keep spraying water. Okay, the same concept was adopted, but in not like central towers, but you will start spraying the waters. Okay, so which means it will just come down. Another thing that your government did try to ask was, your Delhi government went ahead and asked IIT Kanpur. Okay, your Delhi government went ahead, again when I say Delhi government, national, both of them are working collectively from this, okay. They went and asked IIT Kanpur whether is it possible to do cloud seeding or create artificial rains. Okay, but IIT Kanpur, this was not a new thing that they bought it just now. They've asked it previous year, they've asked it last previous year. So they've been asking. One of the reasons IIT Kanpur is not responding is because there are permission issues. Okay, because of which they are not able to do cloud seeding or in turn reduce artificial rain. So why we are bringing the topic is, first thing is you have to spray in water to bring it down. Okay, That is, the precipitation, if it happens naturally, it would reduce the severity to a large extent. But because the precipitation, that is your rain, is not happening naturally, one way is trying to settle it down, settle the pollutants which are scattered, settle it down to the ground level. Okay. Another thing is, as we discussed, construction activities will be put on pause. Okay. And one more thing is your garbage, etc., everything will be collected. And one more main indicator for all of this, okay, one thing is your crackers. Diwali just passed. Okay, they try to make sure we put in green crackers, reduce the bursting of crackers, etc. Yes, one thing or at least about Diwali is, experts believe that if a layman is to find out how the severity is going to be, okay, this is a very layman concept, but this has come into discussion. If the Diwali is going to be further and further, see today, this year what Diwali date is, the same year next year Diwali won't be there. So it could either move ahead or come behind in the dates. So if it is understood that Diwali moved ahead in the dates, you can expect that your pollution is going to be severe. Understanding? The next. Certain major plans that was taken by your EPCA before, okay, CAQM came in, and GRAP is, they try to take these important decisions to curb the pollution in your capital territory. What is it? They removed or closed the thermal power plant at Badarpur, okay, because this was contributing to the increased, okay, air pollution. Okay, so your thermal plant was closed down. Okay. Another main thing they did is bringing the BS6 fuel to Delhi, which means, see, initially, okay, the date was kept way ahead for the implementation. The date was, okay, the date was brought in, that is to introduction of, see, whenever any introduction has to happen, they will try to introduce it gradually. Somewhere, let's say 2021 they were to introduce, but they introduced it 2018 by itself, so that, okay, your pollution could be handled in a better manner. Okay, your date was preponed to introducing BS6 vehicles in Delhi. Okay. Another main thing is pet coke as a fuel has been banned in your Delhi NCR region. Understanding? Next, we discussed about stubble farming, stubble burning. Stubble burning is one of the major contributors with respect to your agriculture. Okay, that is why they, as an alternative, they introduced your happy seeder mechanism. Okay, so with, they are trying to remove the conventional, okay, conventional methods of agriculture or conventional methods which contribute pollution to the agriculture, to mechanized version which will reduce pollution. We discussed what happy seeder mechanism and all in previous slides. Fine. The next is, yes, presently the government, okay, the immediate measure, okay, but presently to deal or arrest the pollution, okay, immediately or urgently the government has come up with few things. Yeah. First thing is, the classes are conducted online. Okay. Government officials, okay, they have passed that 50% of government officials will do work from home. They have not sent any compulsory mandate, okay, to the industry sector, but rather they are having a regulation. Another thing is, any form of outdoor activity, okay, any form of outdoor activity such as your physical activity, etc., is advised not to be performed in the early morning hours, or only to be performed when there is visible sunlight in the daytime. Okay. Otherwise, that also in the rare cases, but otherwise what they are preferring is indoor. Stay as much as indoor and perform indoor activities. Understanding? Like previously also we mentioned, another thing they are mentioning is avoid using contact lenses. Okay? Hydrate extremely. Okay? And also like I told you, okay, usage of eye drops, big spectacles which covers the eyes, okay, and your schools, okay, before, now right now they moved it into online mode, but before that they tried to, okay, usage of masks, okay, good air purifiers, okay. These were all the important immediate measures that they are trying to do to arrest the air pollution. And one more main thing is they have told, do not, okay, try to use your personal vehicle as much as possible. If it is an inevitable scenario, use only public vehicles or public transportation. And also they have increased the number they have increased the number of or the frequency of your public vehicles. Understanding? Clear up until here? Because of this excessive severe, okay, pollution, there is also a toxic foam or industrial discharges alongside, okay, alongside your prevailing pollution has led to toxic foams which are visible on Yamuna river, okay. Urgent your remedial measures are in the form of online schools. Government officials are working, 50% of the capacity is working from home, and one more thing is considering artificial rains or cloud seeding, okay, like we discussed, okay. We've come to the end of topic. That's it on your pollution which is choking the national capital territory. Now more than ever it becomes, okay, us to consider about climate change, your COP meetings, etc. Okay, that's it for the content. If you do like our content, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button and share it along with your friends. This is brought to you by your faculty, Sushma. Thank you guys.